T-minus 10, first stage engines are at flight speed. Sit 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition. And liftoff. Liftoff of the Soyuz rocket as Ron Garan, Alexander Samokutyaev, and Andrey Borisenko begin their journey to the International Space Station.
Everything is fine on board. Copy. 30 seconds. Flight. All fine. Launch vehicle fine.
As you're hearing, everything looking good so far in the first 45 seconds of the Soyuz TMA-21's flight. The Soyuz is now heading toward a link-up with the International Space Station 2 days from now.
50 seconds. The pressure is within norm and we are doing well on board.
60 seconds, nominal. Roll pitch, nominal.
Rotation within norm.
1 minute and 12 seconds into flight. The velocity of the Soyuz is now 1,100 miles per hour. We've had good first stage performance, and the Soyuz is delivering 102 tons of thrust from its 4 boosters.
80 seconds.
Single engine.
We are doing well.
The first stage of the Soyuz measured 68 feet in length and 24 feet in diameter, and it's burning liquid fuel for the first 2 minutes and 6 seconds of the flight.
1, 18,
Thank you.
20, 1, 1, 5.
We are doing good. All the parameters are within the norm.
18, 20, 1, 1, 5. 110 seconds. Nominal. Roll pitch, nominal.
Doing good.
Jettison and the 4 strap-on boosters. These have completed their job and have dropped away at an altitude of 28 statute miles. Soyuz is traveling at about 3,350 miles per hour, now 2 minutes and 20 seconds into its flight.
140 seconds in flight. Copy. $150.
You hear inside the capsule as the crew is making their way into orbit. Again, you can see here on the bottom of the screen Alexander Samokutyaev, and next to him Andrey Borisenko, out of view Ron Garan.
I don't think we can see it, but we felt it.
2 minutes and 55 seconds now into the flight, and the escape tower and launch shroud have by now been jettisoned.
The format of controlled descent on.
3 minutes and 3 seconds. Soyuz is traveling at a speed of about 4,700 miles per hour.
Turn on the camera. Yes.
And there is a view of NASA astronaut Ron Garan making his way into space for the second time.
Ron is monitoring.
Soyuz core stage is performing as expected. The core stage of the Soyuz is 56 feet in length, 13.5 feet in diameter, with a single engine with 4 fuel chambers, providing 96 tons of thrust for its 3 minutes and 28 seconds of operation. We're now 3 minutes and 37 seconds into the flight. Again, view here of Ron Garan in the center of the screen, and just in the corner of the view, also the Soyuz commander Alexander Samokutyaev.
Nominal, stabilization nominal, and we are doing well on board and feeling great.
40 seconds, nominal.
The second stage thrusters are operating stable. Copy.
Roll pitch, nominal.
4 minutes and 20 seconds into the flight, as you hear everything continuing to go well.
60 seconds, nominal.
$270 seconds in flight. Nominal flight. Copy. $280. Copy. Now the separation of the second flight. And yes, we
Zero
can
on
feel that.
first stage. Second stage
We have
separation.
separation of the second flight.
5 minutes now into the flight, and as you heard, the core boosters have burned out and separated at an altitude of 105 miles. Third stage now ignite.
KR-11 command is issued. Copy that.
Core stage engine has now filled its role for today and dropping away.
Nominal,
About 4 minutes of power flight now remaining. The Soyuz is being propelled by a single engine of the Soyuz third stage. That engine is providing 30 tons of thrust and will burn for 4 minutes and 2 seconds in all.
So right now, right before the separation of the second stage, we did feel that.
Three
340 seconds in flight. No issues. Everything is fine on board.
Six minutes now into the flight of Ron Garan, Alexander Samokutyaev, and Andrey Borisenko.
In flight. Rotation nominal.
Samokutyaev and Borisenko waving there. Everything continuing to go well.
380 seconds, nominal.
You can also see there in view the
Nominal flight.
toy dog, which is being used as a indication of when the crew reaches zero gravity. That dog was given to Soyuz Commander Alexander Samokutyaev by his daughter for the flight.
Seconds.
420 seconds in flight.
Roll PGR nominal.
Thank you. And we are doing good.
About 40 seconds nominal.
7 minutes and 32 seconds. The velocity of the Soyuz is now almost 13,500 miles an hour. Once the third stage delivers the Soyuz to orbit and the module is separated, a series of pre-programmed commands will be executed to prepare the Soyuz for orbital operations. These stored commands are called time tag commands and allow many of the Soyuz systems to automatically activate using onboard computers at the precise times stored in those computers.
In the right window, we can see the sun. Copy. .490 seconds nominal flight. Copy, and we're feeling load now.
500 seconds nominal.
500 seconds. All is nominal on flight.
8.5 minutes now into flight.
All right, Alexander, Andrey, Ronald. I wish you luck.
Roll PGR.
We will have separation now. And this is a great anniversary flight, and have a great one.
More well wishes there by the team on the ground.
We are weightless. Right, separation. Confirming separation, confirming weightlessness. Very good, and we are handing over to the mission control. Copy this.
Now 9 minutes and 10 seconds into the flight, and as you heard there, the 9-minute mark with the third stage cutoff and separation.
Mission Control Moscow, yes, Mission Control Moscow, this is Sarkani, how do you read us? Loud and clear, how us? Everything is fine on board. Launch was great, and we're in orbit, and we're feeling great. Thank you. And we're waiting for your report on the separation parameters and keep monitoring at Kazoo Perch. Follow the book. Separation nominal. Copy.
Still seeing a view here inside the Soyuz capsule with that toy dog used to indicate the entrance into zero gravity, now floating rather than hanging. Again, you can see in this view the Soyuz commander, Alexander Samokutyaev, who was given that toy dog by his daughter, and is sitting next to him in this view, flight engineer Andrey Borisenko. Just out of view is the NASA astronaut, Ron Garan.
In work.
And again, we did have the separation confirmed at 9 minutes, which means the Soyuz capsule and crew are now safely in orbit. The spacecraft is automatically executing its pre-programmed commands to deploy the antennas and solar arrays.
RPV-1 and 2 are closed.
All day has been completed.
And the comms station indicator is on. Go to page 45 and on your go, we are ready to copy the parameters.
Soyuz is orbiting at an altitude of about 143 miles by 118 miles. And that orbit is going to be raised systematically over the course of the next 2 days, placing it in close proximity to the International Space Station for the final rendezvous and docking, which is set for 6:18 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday.
I'm ready with the times, ready to copy.
You also heard right after that separation the handover of control to the Russian Mission Control Center outside of Moscow. And again, congratulations to the crew from the team on the ground of their flight, which comes just a week before the 50th anniversary of human spaceflight on April 12th.
1:27:00393. Next 1:27:05318. And the final separation 1:27:08563.
Again, we're a little over 12.5 minutes now into the flight of the Soyuz TMA-21, now on its way to the International Space Station and safely in orbit with its crew of 3, Ron Garan, Alexander Samokutyaev, and Andrey Borisenko.
We will report as well. Okay, we can give you the first measurement. 26 and 27, did you write it down? Okay, the time of the measurement.